Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is a speaker and author of several books on relationships. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hi everybody, it's Miss Mocha Angel, and I am back. I am going to review episode 2 of season 3's Insecure. So you might be wondering, hey, where's Rom? You know what I did? I brought her brother some chicken wings and some cherry pie, and I told him to sit down on the couch. You over there, Rom?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's here, but I'm going to do this review. So let's talk Issa and Daniel, who clearly is going to get the spotlight this season. So first of all, Issa is still staying with Daniel. As we know, my girl is broke. She got a credit score of 425. Now, how do I know that? See, you really got to pay attention. So she was talking to her homegirl. She was like, girl, your credit score is really bad. It's like bad. But she never said what it was. So I kind of caught in the corner of the screen that Issa's credit score was 425. And that is pretty doggone low. She's not going to find her own place like that. So even though she's doing the best she can. So she had a very, very awkward conversation with Daniel, basically asking him, can she stay a little longer? And he said yes. And she did take her homegirl's advice, and she did clean up the place. And, she did her part because he is letting her stay there for free. So she also became his wingman later on in the episode, because what Daniel's trying to do is hook up with an artist to become a producer for him. So she went to a club with him and was very supportive, was basically his wingman. And you could tell what the setup was. Earlier in the show, he was talking to Vanessa, and clearly Vanessa is not the woman for him because she really wasn't interested in what he was saying or what he's trying to do. So, a brother needs a woman who's supportive, who's got his back. That is not Vanessa. So she is clearly going to be in the sex category, and somebody else will come along, probably Issa, which I have mixed feelings about. But she is supportive. She was very encouraging, and she opened up conversation for Daniel to kind of sort of get his way to the artist that he's trying to produce. So that was pretty positive, and we'll just see where they take it. And also, too, what was going on was work stuff for Issa at We Got Y'all. So, of course, she's still having issues. And what happened on this episode was basically the whole her fellow employees basically complained to the boss, who's a white lady, that, We Got Y'all is racist. The title's racist, the logo is racist, and everybody has something to say except Issa, until somebody said, well, whatever Issa thinks is fine. And so she was like, she did her awkward black girl moment where she really said what she really wanted to say in her head as her alter ego. But she didn't say that, of course. And she was more like, yeah, whatever. What everybody thinks is fine. I agree with it. No problem. And later on, her and her fellow employees had lunch. And here's something that kind of struck a chord with me. Where basically, they were like, well, you're the black employee, so you have to represent all black people. And the gay employee was like, well, I'm a gay guy, so I represent all gay people. And so Issa was like, why I gotta represent all black people? I'm not all black people. And that actually struck a chord with me because of something that had happened to me last weekend. And it was clear that this woman was racist, but she had to couch it a little bit to the point where I had to call two of my friends. And these are two brothers I called. And I was like, was that racist? And they were like, yes, that was racist. And it just gets on my nerves that no matter where you go, if you're the only black person in the room, you represent all black people. And nobody's trying to do that. If you're trying to do that, you can write that in the comments. If you do want to represent all black people, please let me know. And then you can take, my opinions and give them to somebody else. Because I am not trying to represent all black folks. And I'll tell y'all what happened at the end of my review. And then y'all can tell me if that was racist or not. So Issa did go to her boss and say, listen, you need to hire more color folk, because basically, I'm tired of being the only one here. We represent people who are brown and black, and there's too many white folks up in here. So we'll see what happens with all of that as well. So something else that struck me that Issa said when she was talking to Daniel, because he kind of lost his confidence a little bit when he was talking to the artist named Spider. And she was like, at least you have a passion. Daniel knows what he wants to do. And Issa really doesn't. And that's part of the reason why she's floundering so much in life. And I also thought that was interesting because at least she knows she lacks passion and that Daniel does have something. Even Molly has a passion. And so when I was watching this, I thought, well, people can argue when she was with Lawrence, because I think they were together for 5 years, that she really didn't support him. And now she's got this brother Daniel who she's not messing with, but clearly she wants to. And now she's all like up his butt, like, oh, you can do it, baby, you can do it. And I think part of that is because they are friends on a certain level. So we're going to see where this goes. And if you watch the credits, clearly, oh, baby, you can get in my bed. I'm not using it. Right. So they're going to start sleeping together at some point. And I personally have mixed feelings about that because I think Daniel and Issa would not make a very good couple at all. We'll see where it goes. But I'm not that down for that relationship. And I'm screaming at the TV. I'm like, please don't sleep in that man's bed. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. And there she goes. Okay. So, and then it made me think that she probably won't go for the property manager job because of Daniel. I mean, he opened the door to them hooking up, if nothing else, hooking up. But Issa, being a woman, of course, she wants to be in a relationship. And I don't think that's the right dude for her, and vice versa. So what is happening is they're setting us up for the two of them to get together and to see how all of that plays out. And if you watch the credits again, you see Molly is getting a job at an all-black law firm. So that should be very interesting too, how they play that all out. So what I saw in this episode was more like the classic awkward black girl version of Insecure on HBO now, where it was like a lot of tense moments because Issa was doing her awkward thing. So again, it was less funny, but it was her. It was being this classic character that she's created. And the setup with Daniel is at the moment predictable, but Insecure has a way of pulling a rug out from under you going, oh, okay, I didn't see that happen. So we'll see where that goes. So real quick, let me tell y'all what happened the other day, and then y'all can tell me, was this racist? I think it was. So I'm minding my own business. I had got home from work and I was by myself and I was taking stuff out of the car and I kind of forgot something. So I was kind of talking to myself like, oh, I forgot to get these bags out of the car. And I look over and my neighbor is going, are you on the phone? Are you talking to anybody? And I was like, no. I said, no, I was just talking to myself. I left some stuff in the car. So she goes, can I talk to you? Now, this is an older white lady. If I had to guess, she's in her late 50s. And I say, sure, you can talk to me. So she walks over with determination. She goes, I just had to tell you something. You are the best mom I have ever seen. I was like, really? Tell me more. She goes, you just work so hard and you're always going and your kids are so awesome and you are just amazing. I have just never seen anything like it before in my life. Okay, so I'm like, okay, thank you. So then here comes the kicker. She says, you always hear bad things about, pause, things. And I just don't see that with you and your children. You are just awesome. I said, okay, thank you. I said, I really appreciate that. You are welcome. I was just waiting to talk to you. I just had to tell you that. Okay, thank you very much. You have a nice day. So I came home, I walked in my door, and I got on the phone. I was like, let me tell you what happened. Was that racist? And my friends were like, yes, that was racist, because she wouldn't have said that to your white friends who have kids. Okay. And I was like, I know. So that just annoyed the hell out of me. And as one of my friends put it, he said the bar was already set low. Okay. You're a black woman. The bar was set very, very low. So the fact that you're out there working every day, you got your hustle on, your kids are polite, they're not gangbangers, they're fine, they're just normal American children, and they're not up there beating up somebody, getting arrested by the cops. Just because that is happening, you're doing an amazing job. And I thought to myself, oh, God, really? So, yeah, I thought it was racist. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm just curious. So, that is Miss Mocha Angel with her review of Insecure. Rom, you still over there?
Yeah.
Did you finish the wings?
No, I'm still working on this last one.
Okay. Well, I'm going to wrap it up here and say good night, everyone, and have a wonderful week. Take care. Bye.